Hello and welcome back to War Sales and our One Life Challenge. So, what are we actually doing in this series? Well, what we have to do is we have to try to survive as long as we possibly can. I'm talking about making it to 80, 90, maybe even 100 years old and being able to capture as much of the map as possible in that time. Obviously, the rules state we cannot have a spouse or children or anything like that to extend our lifespan, so we are going to have to move pretty quickly and we're going to have to make relatively, well, efficient moves as much as possible. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to take a quick look here. I do have some loot, as you can see. Not sure whether I should even be doing any trading anymore. I mean, I guess I could probably buy some iron ore. Why not? I mean, it's only 800, and we are definitely going to go in to this tournament. This is actually going to be insanely good for us because it is actually going to provide us with some amazing body armor. Unfortunately, I haven't had very good success in tournaments so far. I'm not entirely sure why. I think it's mostly because whenever I am in a tournament, I'm going to get focused down quite easily. I don't have a shield this time around either, which is obviously going to make a pretty big difference. Oh, look at this guy. He's taking slashes like candy. What's going on with that? Anyway, no. There we go. We actually eliminated all of the green team, mostly, and we can eliminate this guy too. Nice. Yes, and maybe we can deal with these guys too. Yep, that is it. Very nice indeed. Oh, hello. Okay, no. We still have some people left over. Don't get killed now. Don't get killed now. It is very possible. Yep, as I said, it's very possible that we could die right there. That was a headshot, so not exactly great. As you can see, this guy's actually able to deal damage when he's got 3 people attacking him. How is he able to do that? What a crazy guy. Alright, well, let's be a little bit careful here. Don't get shot. Ooh, that was a close one. I definitely could have taken damage from that guy. But no, we were thankfully able to avoid that this time around. I really want this torso armor, so I'm kind of trying a bit harder here than I was previously, even though, to be honest, I was actually trying pretty hard before. Alright, let's see. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay. Now we can maybe do some damage here. Let's go for the head. Nice. Okay, good. Bear in mind that obviously as we begin to level up our one-handed skill, I do need to put some more focus points in that, by the way, we are definitely going to be in a much greater position to achieve some kind of, well, positive resolution. These guys are insanely strong. Thankfully, green team's coming over. Yes, green team, thank you for coming to help me, sir. It would have been very problematic if I had to do a 1 versus 1 with that guy for any longer. Anyway, there we go. Now we just have to fight against the Vlandian sharpshooter. Thankfully, I am a little bit better at polearms than I am at one-handed. So it should be, yep. Oh, actually, not even that much. I thought I had 90 in polearms, but I only have 66. All right. Okay, well, never mind. Okay, so this is, oh dear. It's the same guy. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh, we got some good damage. All right. I'm actually surprised. Okay. This might be a bit of a troublesome spot that we've gotten ourselves into here, because this guy is fundamentally just much better than we are. He just has so many more skills, and it's going to be difficult for us to actually do this. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna have to get him off rhythm. Maybe I can do that through here. Kind of trying to... Yeah. Oh, there we go. We actually destroyed his shield. Really? I'm surprised that we destroyed his shield before he destroyed ours. He should technically be doing more damage. Nice. Go for the... I'm going to go for the thrust, actually. Oh, okay. Usually they don't expect the thrust that close. But yeah, he reacted really fast right there. But there you go. We did actually manage it, surprisingly enough. Very good. Now, what I'm actually going to do is I won't be really doing that many more tournaments. Now that I've gotten this chest armor, I really like getting this chest armor early on. Usually, you are able to find this quite often. I mean, you can see here, if you need cash as well, you could obviously sell it if you so desire. 7,600 to literally do that. I think that's... I think that's pretty awesome. So, what we'll do is we'll sell absolutely every single thing. Wait a minute, why am I discarding this? I thought I was in the marketplace. Why am I not in the marketplace? Alright. Yeah, that would have been hilarious if I literally just discarded all of that for nothing. Yeah, that would have been great. Okay, so Yeah, I'm using a ridged iron broadsword at the moment. It's got 65 cutting damage. Not exactly great, but these, as you can see, are not any better. So we're just going to sell everything. Now, I would like to buy some additional horses. We have 27,000 gold. I'm kind of thinking that what we'd like to do... Yeah. I think that's what we will do. We're going to try and purchase another... I'm not entirely sure, though. Yeah, I guess a brewery. A brewery would be really, really nice here, I think. Yeah, this guy. I mean, this is the... Yep. Okay, we'll go for the brewery right here. I wish to buy your brewery. I have the maximum... No! I have the maximum amount of workshops. Okay, that is very sad, isn't it? That is very, very sad. I was really, really hopeful that I'd be able to get another workshop because we kind of need that. We kind of need that quite dramatically. Okay, there is actually a bandit base here. I am going to be doing that because it gets me 3,000 gold. I mean, how can I say no to 3,000 gold, right? And we're going to be speeding through it. We're going to be speeding through it really, really dramatically here because, well... when you've seen one, you might have seen them all. I do very much enjoy the stealth gameplay, so that's also why I'm actually, you know, going in here. I am obviously doing this also for... I mean, obviously the money is definitely going to make a big, big difference, but... Here we go. We should be able to do this. Nice. There we go. All right. So I'm going to speed through this as best as I can. Hello there, sir. That guy's going to come over here. He doesn't see me, right? Oh, he does see me. Got him. Haha. Mission. Okay, they added a new thing. Did you see that? They added a new thing. Basically, if you're detected, it's now no longer... I'm actually not entirely sure if this was actually new at the time, but I've never seen that before. But the countdown... basically is different from how it was before, where it would just be an instant failure state. So I actually very much appreciate that. I think that is so much better, because generally, yeah, that actually might be the case, you know? I mean, it does take a little bit of time for some alarms to go off and or, you know, people to call for reinforcements and things like that. So I think that kind of makes sense. I like that a great deal. And it does make it a little bit more forgiving as well, so even if you do get seen, this guy's obviously going to get spooked by the corpse, isn't he? Or not. Or not, as the case may be. That's actually quite funny. He was like, nah, I'm not going to go over there. I've seen way too many video games to go over there. Yeah, that's what... he's very well versed. He's very well versed in the stealth victim gameplay. Yeah. That is quite funny. Okay, wait a minute. We don't want to go over there. That is not where we want to go. And we want to go over here instead. Oh, this guy literally just saw me. Okay, that's not particularly good. Got him. Woohoo! That was close. That was really, really close. Okay, we're fine. We are okay. We just need to kill these two guys. This is actually a pretty hard one. Pretty hard hideout for us to deal with. Do these guys turn around? It doesn't seem like it, but there is a hiding spot here. So I could probably make good use of this. Is this guy going to turn around? I highly doubt it, right? No, I highly doubt it. Okay. Nice. We leveled. That's great. This guy's not going to turn around. That's perfect. Let's call for our troops. Or not. Ah, there's one more person that I missed. And we should be able to get him without too many issues. There we go. Alright, very, very nice. And all we need to do now is just get over here and activate... Yes, call for our troops. Alright, so when we actually call for our troops, generally, I feel like this is an absolutely amazing, kind of maybe the best way to level up your troops if you have really bad low-tier people. Because you're more than likely going to be able to outnumber the opponent quite dramatically. I mean, you could see here we have 38 versus 12. So really, really easy to actually kill these guys. And they do gain a significant amount of experience while doing this, because they're just going to come in here and they're going to be killing these guys. And most of these fellows, they are actually quite a bit higher level than a regular looter would be, for example, you know, because obviously this is a forest bandit hideout, so we're going to be fighting against forest bandits, bushwhackers, so on and so forth, and they are a little bit higher level. I'm going to go for the duel this time, even though I probably shouldn't. Got him. There we go. All right, that was nice. That was actually a pretty fun duel right there as well. Most of the time, it's actually quite funny. It's either going to be a literal stomp and you're just going to absolutely murder these guys instantly, or they're going to be, well, or they're going to be killing you. So it's kind of nice to have a bit more of an even keel there, which I thought was really quite fun. All right, so yeah, otherwise we'll just take all of this. Thanks very much. And then we will move on. As you can see, look at that. Massive amounts of charm skill as well. 3,000. We got honest trait as well. Kind of nice. Okay. And we are... no shield and no range weapons. No, I'm not really going to use that. I'm going to have powerful right here. We want to get oratory as well. Or do we want to get warlord? We could potentially get warlord. I think that maybe makes more sense. Considering 30% more influence from Vassal. I think that's really, really good, to be honest. So I think we're probably going to do that. Now, what we can do... thinking scouting skill right now. No, we should probably go for one-handed, shouldn't we? Yeah, we should probably go for one-handed. We don't want any stat or any skill to be maxed out. As in, yeah, sure, okay, fine. Roguery is, you know, roguery is capped here. But unfortunately, I can't really do much about that. You know, that's just how it's going to have to be at this point. But, yeah, we'll see what we can do. I do have some iron here, so I guess the best thing I can do right now is try to generate as much renown as possible. So if I can find maybe another tournament, that would be nice. Or if I can maybe go into a battle with these deserters, that would be nice too. Oh, okay. Oh, Britannia. Oh, dear. Yeah, Britannia got defeated once again. That's kind of unfortunate. There's a patrol. That's not really going to do much for us, unfortunately. So... yeah, we'll just make our way over to Cairban Seth. Obviously, I'm trying my best to try and see if we can make our way to Clan Tier 2. We need to get to Clan Tier 2. Clan Tier 4 would be ideal. But obviously, what we also need to do is try to generate as many powerful units as possible. One prominent resident of Maranath, Pelasor the Carpenter, approaches you. Your pottery shop has been hiring workers who have recently migrated in from the countryside. He requests that you fire them and take on some local boys from the back alleys. If you refuse, he won't be responsible if the carts carrying your shipments get swarmed by traffic going through tight gates, slowing down production. Alright, so we could sadly bid farewell to the migrants and wish them well in future endeavors. I think we're probably going to be doing that. Or... oh, okay, maybe we could do this. That's devious and calculating, close-fisted. I think this is probably good enough. Ask Pelasor the Carpenter if you can make a sizable donation to his guild's feast and funeral fund. Yes, because I obviously want to try to increase our charm skill as best as I can. We also want to try to increase our relation with people as much as we possibly can as well. And I want to try to remain as loyal to the Britannians as possible at this point in time. Because what we want to do is we ideally want to make sure that we never get any kind of war against Britannia. Because we need the workshops. That's the point. We need the workshops in these places. Alright, so what I actually need to do right now is I need to sell my... prisoners, don't I? Yeah, so let's sell our prisoners. We have Sulatha the Spice Vendor right here. She could be amazing for us, actually. Could be really, really good for money generation. But as I said to you, I kind of want the workshops. Because what we're trying to do right now, if you couldn't already tell, is I'm trying to get Artisan Community to generate as much renown for us as possible. So all I need is to get to Clan Tier 2, as you can see right there. I do have 2 workshops at the moment, so I'm basically getting 2 renown every single day. Which is super, super good. Oh, hello. Do you think I can actually... Nope. Never mind. I was going to say, do you think I can actually beat that guy in a battle? And I was going to say, yeah, I think we probably could, but no, actually we can't. We can go in here, though, and we can do a nice little auto-resolve against this guy and get some nice medicine boost. Look at that. Look at that massive medicine boost right there. Obviously, that was going to be extremely easy for us anyway, and I didn't really want to go and basically be like, oh, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to go in there for any reason. No. We're definitely going to go in there. And, yeah, we actually also leveled up our charm skill quite dramatically as well, because obviously we leveled our relation with one of the vassals that we went to go and help, which is quite nice. So we're otherwise going to go into Pen Cannock. We're going to sell the prisoners here as well. We did get some loot. I'm not sure if that's particular... Did we? Apparently we didn't. Okay, well, whatever the case, let's get some beer, let's get some fish. I kind of would have liked to have gotten more than that. Sell the iron ore there. And I did get to clan tier 2, right? No, we didn't. We still didn't? Okay, I thought we actually did from that particular quest. Or that particular battle, shall we say. What I do need to do is I need to find... There we go. I'm trying to recruit as many noble troops as I can right now. That is fundamentally going to make so much sense once we get a little bit later in the game. You're going to see exactly why, because obviously, you know, if we level up a bunch of Battanian Fian champions, we're going to be having a great time. We're getting very small amounts of influence right now. I kind of want a bigger battle, but the thing is, I couldn't fight that vassal back there. He had 18 Palatine guards, and you know how effective they can be. So yeah, they're basically maxed out, and I don't have any troops that are maxed out. I think I have one Battanian Fian champion, and that's it. So not exactly what I'm looking for right there. So yeah, we're just going to take this. Yeah, because here's the thing. I actually managed, hilariously enough, to get one of these from a village. I literally went there and they had them. They had one person for, or a handful of them at least. I'm actually not entirely sure whether we've started to level these guys up now, but yeah. Anyway, we did get to clan tier 2 now. As you can see, we are now clan tier 2. That allows me to get another workshop, and that means, oh yeah, I'm gonna go back to Rovolt and I will be attempting to purchase the brewery that I wanted to buy beforehand. And we've also leveled up once as well, so we can get another point in leadership or another point in charm skill or scouting. I guess scouting is going to be the way to go here. Leadership, let's see what we can do. Yeah, I want plus 50% recruitment rate of tier 4 plus prisoners. This is going to be insanely powerful for us later on down the line. And yes, so we are now going to be buying this guy's brewery. Is there another brewery here? Because I don't really want to buy a brewery in another place where there's another one, you know, so yeah, there you go. 19,000, going to buy that. Do I have any more spaces for brewery? No, I don't. Ah, that's unfortunate. That's very sad, isn't it? Yes, that's very sad. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, so, oh, Battania. Oh, no, Battania's having another defeat. Oh, dear. I might need to help Battania quite dramatically here. That's, maybe that's going to be our little side objective for this series, because it looks as though they're having a really hard time of things. I'm actually not entirely sure why that would be the case. That seems kind of weird to me. Okay, who are we actually at war against? No one. Okay, yeah. It's because they literally just got defeated super hard. So, yeah, all we need to do now is literally just consistently try to level up and try to get involved in battles that are going to provide us with the greatest possible benefit. Obviously, we can go into this tournament here. Okay, it's a weapon. Maybe it's going to be actually relatively decent for us to do this. I really do want to now save up for a ship. Okay, we're going to try and save up for a ship. It might be a bit... it might take a little bit of time, let's just say that. It might take quite a while for us to actually get a ship, because the amount of size that we'd need to make it work is quite dramatic. So yeah, it might be a little bit of time before we actually get there, but there you go. All right, we'll see if we can maybe do something with that. But yeah, this sword is definitely going to be somewhat nice for us. These guys both have bows, kind of weird. Okay, yeah, let's see if we can do damage to this guy. There we go. I knew he was already damaged because I could see the blood on him, so I was like, yeah, let's just go for the headshot, try to finish him off in one hit. That definitely made a big difference. We got a two-handed. Okay, I'm a big fan of two-handed, as you know, but unfortunately I don't have any skill in it, so we might have some issues, or not, as the case may be. Oh no, don't get shot now. There we go. trying to just, you know, trying to avoid getting shot in the face. That would not be super nice. Okay, we can otherwise... Oh, no. That guy's got a bow as well. All right, yeah, this is going to be problematic. I'm going to try and turn this guy so that he potentially gets shot in the side. If he's actually shooting this fellow, I'm not sure if he is. I'm a little bit faster than this guy somehow. I'm not entirely sure how a Battanian hero got beaten by some random Byron peasant. But there you go. Apparently he did. And this guy has no idea what's going on, so he's dead as well. Fantastic. Alright, so we now just have one enemy remaining. Let's go for the... Oh, I was going to say, let's go for the thrust. Wow, that guy, wow, he just got completely should we say, rhythmed. Yes, we had a completely different rhythm from him, and that's actually most of the combat, you know? It's all about rhythm. It's all about maintaining a really, really nice rhythm yourself while disrupting the enemies. Obviously, you know, it's easier said than done sometimes, but still. Anyway, there we go. We were able to do that. We did get our hands on a nice new sword, as you can see right there. That's pretty cool. And that's definitely going to help us. It's definitely going to help us do some pretty nice things. Now, what I would like to do is, as I said, we're going to try and purchase a ship. So the best thing I can do about purchasing a ship, I'm actually wondering, yes, you know what I think we're going to do? I think we're going to... Let me just go back to Sionin real fast. We might want to get our hands on a convoy. Just purely so that we can make as much money as possible. Oh, hello. 50 influence. Oh my. Okay, this is actually insane. Your reputation as a skilled trader generally does you good, but there is always a downside. When you arrive in Sionin, the market inspector descends from his tower to present you with a list of fees that you supposedly accumulated over the years, based on decrees that go back several centuries. The decrees may be genuine, but in all your talk with merchants, you never heard of anyone ever paying them. So what we're going to do is we're going to reason with the inspector over a splendid dinner and an amphora of the finest wine that is, of course, on you. And indeed, we are going to do that, because that's going to get us 50 influence, which is insane if you obviously, you know, picked up on the fact that we are indeed in a mercenary contract. It's crazy. Okay, so we are going to go for this. This guy's got some decent-ish tactic skill. He has no scouting skill, which is a bit of a problem. He does have trade skill, so I guess we're just going to get him.
Peace to you.
612. I guess that's kind of okay. And we're just going to go over to Cairban Seth real fast. And all we're going to do is we're just going to get him a convoy. We're just going to get him handling a convoy. I got 2,900. Yeah, that's because of the influence gain that we just got. Absolutely insane. So now what we can do is we can just do this. Trade convoy. 30,000. It's 30,000 now? Okay. Oh yeah, it's 30,000 now. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, no, I just actually understood exactly what's going on here, because obviously in my previous series, I thought convoys were 21,000, right? But that's because I was playing as an Azarai. Yes, as an Azarai. That makes a huge difference. So we are now just going to make our way over here, and we'll try and see, maybe there's a quest here where we can eliminate this bandit hideout or something like that. Let's actually just have a look. I'm going to pay the bribe to get inside here. Raganvad, the conquest of Asta Castle. Wants you to siege and take over Asta Castle. That is actually quite funny. I will not be able to do that anytime soon. Maybe quite soon, actually. Maybe quite soon. But yeah, I'm not really looking to do anything like that. I'm kind of hoping that one of these villages is going to have a quest to eliminate the bandit hideout. I'm thinking it's probably going to be this one. Yep, there you go. All right, very nice. And we're going to go in and we're going to eliminate those guys. Alright, so I've gone through the stealth section. As you can see, I actually did take quite a bit of damage from one of the enemies. Oh no, they're actually focusing me down right now. That is not very nice of them, especially considering I'm all the way over here. That is hilarious. Okay, so we are going to get an opportunity to duel this guy. I'm actually going to say no this time, because I am so damaged that I don't think I'm going to be able to survive. So I'm going to say I don't fight duels with brigands, and I'm going to run away very quickly. There we go. I'm going to run away literally behind the wall here, because I don't trust the AI not to target me down. So, yes, there isn't any unit under command. Oh, I can't tell my guys to charge in? Oh, okay, that's interesting. But we are getting some nice medicine skill, as you can see here. So that's pretty nice. I like that. And hopefully we'll be okay once... Yep, there we go. Obviously our forces are going to be able to complete this quite handily, you know, not too bad. We do get a little bit of renown for this as well, a little bit of influence too. And we also get some spice, which is always nice. Haha. I'm rhyming. Yes, that's great. Okay, so we can actually go to Sionon and sell that. Ooh, nice charm skill too. Look at that. Okay, so we got 3,000 gold. We're at 32,000 now. 32,000 gold. And we now have, yeah, go for tight formations, go for forgivable grievances, and then we're literally just going to go straight over to Sionon, which is just there. And now we have enough for a convoy. Yes, we have enough for a convoy, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Sell those prisoners. Go in here. Let's see. Yeah, there's a spice. Yeah, that's obviously fine. And there we have it. Okay, yeah, very nice indeed. All right, so we're going to go to Kerb and Seth. What I do need to do, though, is I think I need to recruit a little bit more people. Yeah, just get some more of these guys. We have a pretty sizable... Yeah, pretty sizable party capacity now, so I'm kind of hoping that we'll be able to make the most of that. As you can see, look at this. I'm literally getting a Botanian hero instantly upon just recruiting some random people from a village. It really makes a huge difference. Really, really does. And maybe we can even get more of those. Yeah, as you can see, another tier 3. Yeah, tier 3 is pretty nice, nevertheless. Saves a bit of time. And... we are going to get this convoy here. Trade convoy. Let's do this. Yeah, we'll do it with 30,000. I think 30,000 is fine. Even though I would prefer to go with, you know, better troops. Let's just hope that he actually does a good job, you know, doing this. Because I have a bad feeling he's probably not going to be amazing at this. But hopefully he'll do all right. Now, there is a tournament going on here. Oh, hello. Okay, yeah, we're going to... unfortunately... I know some people don't really like doing tournaments and stuff like that. I personally find them fun, but yeah, basically the only reason why I'm doing this right now is this. This is a noble mount, massive stats, really, really useful. Unfortunately, there are 11 lords in this tournament, so I am very, very unlikely to achieve anything spectacular here. Or maybe I will, I don't know. Let's try and do some damage. Okay, there we go, nice. Okay, actually not too bad, surprisingly so. Okay, no, we're fine, okay. Yeah, we should just be a little bit careful here. I'm coming in from behind. Nice little thrust right there. Wow, she was full HP. Okay, apparently whoever's shooting at her was doing basically nothing. No damage whatsoever. Let's be a little bit careful there, don't get killed, thank you. And there we have it, okay. Yeah, these guys are going to be dangerous. These guys are going to be super, super dangerous for us. So, not a terribly big fan. Especially considering they've probably got really good two-handed skills. There we go. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Ooh, there we go, there we go. Alright, we were constantly moving closer to him, actually. I feel like maybe that took him off his game or something like that. I'm actually not entirely sure, to be honest, because generally the AI, I mean, can it be taken off its game? I guess, kind of. I guess to a certain degree. Let's try to be careful here. Don't really want to get shot by this. Ow. Okay, thanks. Okay, there we go. Nice. Nice. Okay, wonderful. That is absolutely perfect. Okay, so now all we need to do is beat this last guy, and then we'll be fine. Thankfully, they're still giving us two-handed swords, which I personally find really, really enjoyable to use. This guy's so good, though. He's got great stats. Look at how fast he swings. I saw that opening, actually. Quite funny. I'm not sure. I'm not the best fighter, right? I'm not the best fighter, but when it comes to those kinds of lengthier duels, you sort of start to get a bit more tuned in to how your opponent is going to act. Obviously, AI, I mean, you know, it's a little bit, I mean, it's unpredictable to a certain degree, you know, so yeah. But anyway, very, very nice win right there. If I needed cash, I could literally sell this for 20,000 gold. This is exactly the reason why anytime you see a tournament where this is available, please do it, because it's just, it's way too good to say no, right? It's way too good to say no. So there you go. We are actually going to be using this. I'm not entirely sure if it's a good idea for me to use this, to be honest, in comparison to actually selling it, because if I were to sell it, I'd have 29,000. I'd probably have 30,000 gold. So I would technically be able to... Well, if I go to the port here, let's take a look and actually see what kind of ships are available. Because you can see here, look at this. I could buy one of these. That would get me 36, as you can see, 36 crew. Which is not exactly great. Yeah. See, that's the problem. 36 crew, 36 crew. Yeah, all of these are not that much. The number of reinforcements the ship can carry into battle. 42 plus 18. That would be 60. Total capacity of 60. This might actually be good. But I have 76. That's the thing. I have 76 right now. Technically what I could do, and this might be something that would be kind of useful, if I were to... I don't really want to get rid of anyone. That's the thing. I don't really want to get rid of anyone, because if I do, then we're going to have some huge problems, in my opinion, because then our numbers are going to be significantly lower. But I could do some Sea Raider battles. Okay, so I basically just stood here at Caravan Seth for a little bit of time, and I think I've actually decided to sell the horse. I know. I probably shouldn't do this, but I feel like... you know, I'm going to do it. Okay, I'm gonna do it. It's a little bit... I'm not sure if it's really worth it, to be honest. I'm not sure if it's really worth it, but we're gonna do it nevertheless. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. So we're gonna get this. We're gonna get the Grey Eagle, but we don't currently have the money for it just yet. So we will soon. So I'm just gonna wait a little bit of time. If I see any bandits or anything like that, then I'll go and fight them. But obviously, you know, it's not really that necessary, I suppose, for us to run after, like, I don't know, 10 looters or something. I mean, literally 10 looters. What are they going to really give us? Not much. So there you go. We now have 39,000, which is enough to purchase the ship. And we have a capacity of 60. So we're going to have to get rid of a handful of people, which I'm not a big fan of. Okay, here we go. There it is. Buy it and confirm. Fantastic. All right. So we purchased a cog. And we now have the ability to customize it. Obviously, I don't really have any money. I don't really have any money right there. So I think it would be... I mean, it would be pretty cool if we could get some of these upgrades. But yeah, unfortunately, no. It's probably not going to happen very easily. Okay, so let's get rid of some people then. I don't really want to do that, if I'm honest. 16 people. I have to get rid of 16 people. I guess I could get rid of the tier 2s. I don't really want to get rid of the noble tier 2s if I can help it, so I will get rid of some of these guys as well. 3 people I need to lose. 3 people. I guess I'll get rid of those guys. I'm not a big fan of doing that. Actually, you know what? Wait a minute. I should go in here and donate troops to the garrison instead, because let's face it, that's going to be much, much more useful. There we go. Okay, that's going to get me 5 influence. Absolutely pointless, but still, you know, okay, fine. Not too bad. All right, here we go. Now we're finally on the ocean wave. So this is definitely going to make a huge difference to us in a variety of ways. I'm going to be leveling up my mariner skill a little bit here. Am I? Am I going to level up my mariner skill? Yeah, I guess so. Because we're going to go into a battle really, really soon. And I kind of want to make the most of that as much as possible. So let's try and see if we can find some Sea Raiders. I'm assuming we're going to find some really, really close by to the coast here. Usually Sea Raiders are messing around, you know, next to coasts and things like that. I'm hopeful that my convoy will not get himself eliminated. Alright, so I made it all the way to Gretes Fjord, and we are now going to be buying some food. I'm just going to buy some very, very quick food here. And then we're going to set sail once again. I haven't found any Sea Raiders yet, which is actually quite staggering. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that, because usually Sea Raiders are all over the place. They're usually extremely easy to find. But For some reason... Ah, wait a minute. I'm finding... Yeah, there we go. Hello there, friends. Okay, you will be murdered very soon, sir. Alright, so we want this. Sweatshops, obviously. This does provide us with plus 20% production rate to owned workshops. Going to make a significant difference to how much money we're making from that. And we're going to have a bit of a problem here if both of these guys want to fight us. Actually, maybe we won't. Maybe it's going to be okay, actually. You know what? No. It seems like they're splitting off. That's so funny. Alright, I'm not sure why they decided to do that, but there you go. Okay, so we have one ship. They have 3. But that's okay. That's exactly what we want. We want there to be many, many ships. Because we want to be able to capture them, of course. Alright, so we are a little bit damaged. My ship is a little bit damaged, so I'm not a big fan of that. But yeah, that's just how it's going to go. Let's see if... well, we don't really have any way of doing any damage right now. Really, that easily. Let's see what we can do. Maybe we'll be... Are we actually going to be lucky here? Are we actually going to be lucky here? Let me just open the sails real fast and see if we can maybe make use of the wind. It's very unlikely that that's going to happen. Yeah, we can use the oars in half power. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going in for the... I'm actually not going in for the immediate boarding or anything like that because I want some of my archers to actually fire at the opponent. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to use the wind to keep us mobile as possible. Maybe I could... Technically what I could have done was take everyone off the oars and just used wind power. That probably would have been the best possible course of action. Let's unfurl... well, let's furl the sails now because we are now going against the wind. Okay, so the question is, are my forces actually doing any damage? Let's get everyone off the oars. And then they can start shooting at the opponent, and hopefully... I'm a bit worried about this. I'm actually not entirely sure. Are we going to do okay? Despite the fact that my forces don't seem to actually be hitting anything? Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm a little bit worried about this. Okay, there we go. We're starting to get a couple of kills. Okay, that's nice. Okay, these guys are going to be boarding us first. These guys do have thrown weapons as well, by the way, so they will be quite dangerous, potentially. Oh, they're getting murdered. Oh, this is actually fantastic. Yeah, we have a lot of arrows, actually, as well, which is very nice. Okay, here's the first guy. The first guy is going to be coming on here. I do need to be a little bit careful of, as you know, the thrown weapons are going to be very damaging. Do I want to go on here? What? How can I not? Okay, wait. What? Okay, there we go. I thought I was stuck there for a second. Okay, that was kind of weird. Okay, Mariner skill leveling up massively, as you can see right there. Look at that, 14 skill points in with the first hit. That's hilarious. And now we can maybe do a little bit more here. This guy is obviously going to be extremely difficult to eliminate for us for some reason. But there you go. We do have a number of other people over there as well. I'm going to just maintain my people as much as possible on our ship, because that's all I really want. I don't want our people to invade the enemy's ship, because that's going to provide a lot more chance for them to die. Because obviously they're archers. We don't want them to get into melee. So, if the longer that they can stay on our ship, the better. And there you go. That's it. That's a victory for us. Oh, these guys are running away? Okay. Or are they? I'm actually not entirely sure, but there you go. Look at that. 12 influence, 5.8 renown. We did end up losing 10 of these Britannian highborn youths, which is not exactly great. I mean, obviously, that's not exactly great. But we do get to level up quite a few of them as well, which means that we're going to be even stronger next time. So, hopefully that's going to pay off quite nicely here. And obviously, bear in mind, look at the amount of stuff that we're getting now. We even get the opportunity to get a slightly different spear. Yeah, it's a slightly different spear. Nothing too amazing to write home about, though, unfortunately. But look at the amount of loot. Massive amounts of loot right here. We got a significant amount of influence. And look at this. This is exactly what we want. We want these ships. And we're going to be taking these ships to Grettisfjord. And then we're going to obviously make sure that we can sell them as fast as possible. Hopefully we'll be able to do that without getting assaulted by more sea raiders. And we can now repair our ships. What we're going to do, I know this sounds counterintuitive, but we're going to repair our ships for 6,000. Did I actually level up? No, I didn't. Okay, unfortunate. I kind of wanted to put a focus point in bosun skill so that I could potentially, you know, make some kind of... Well, I would have liked to have gotten some kind of benefit from this, but yes, unfortunate that we're not going to really be getting that. We could also, I think we're going to go for Pirate's Prowess. I mean, it makes the most sense in the world, in my opinion, for us to go with that. And we got this guy who has leveled up his bosun skill, so let's actually get repair cost reduction. I think that sounds pretty nice. And so we're going to do this. That's going to get me to 25 bosun skill, which is relatively nice, because that reduces our repair cost, of course. And we're otherwise going to be going into trade. And we're then going to just sell everything that we can here. I think I want to. Do I want to? I mean, this sword is pretty nice, but I think we're still just going to sell it. As you can see, 1,700 already, 3,300 already, and then 4,200. Absolutely amazing. Very, very nice amounts of cash instantaneously. Bear in mind, we just spent 6,000 to repair our ships, okay? And we've already gained 4,200. So we're still a little bit in debt. But don't worry about that, because we now have these ships that we can sell if we want to. So, for example, if I wanted to sell both of these, I would make 9,000. So, if you think about how much we actually spent, we spent 6,000 to repair, and if I sold both of these, I'd be making a profit of 3,000, right? So, it's obviously fantastic. However, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be keeping one of these longships because... well, as you know, our army capacity at the moment is, well, kind of requiring it. It's kind of requiring it. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to make my way back to Botanian territory, and we will try to recruit some more noble units. And there are some more Sea Raiders, but I don't really want to... oh... okay, I actually don't want to fight these guys right now, so I'm just going to pay them 185 just to leave me alone for a real quick second. The reason why I don't want to go in there right now is because... we have too few units for me to really gain a significant enough benefit from fighting them. Because what I ideally want to do is have... I want 30 Botanian Highborn Youths. I want 40 of those guys. You know, I want more of the units that can actually level up and benefit dramatically from what we're doing. So going into a Sea Raider battle of, you know, 40 to 60 people... it's only going to be useful if we have as many units as possible benefiting from it. Alright, so our first battle against some Sea Raiders in quite some time. I, for some reason, am having hard difficulties even finding these guys. I don't know why, but anyway, I'm going to go for a little bit more steward skill here, and we are going to be increasing our... I don't even need social anymore, technically. I mean, leadership obviously is going to be very, very useful. I might, in fact, actually want to level that up a little bit more. I would like to get veterans respect, actually, so let's go for another point in social. Even though, you know what, actually, let's not do that. Let's go for a steward point. And actually, you know what, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go for leadership, actually. Let's go for leadership, and then we're going to be putting a point into vigor. Because obviously we do need to level up our one-handed and polearm skills quite dramatically, and as you can see, our one-handed skill is starting. It's going to get capped out. It's going to get capped out once again. This is pretty bad. So generally, I feel like we should make sure that we can continue leveling those up as much as we possibly can here. I'm going to auto-resolve against this. I'm actually going to auto-resolve against this, and the reason why I'm going to do that is because I want to get medicine skill leveled up as fast as possible. Not sure if that's really going to help us that much. You can see here that we've obviously gotten some pretty nice recruits from the place that we were in beforehand. You know, some of the villages are actually starting to like us quite a great deal, and otherwise we should replace that shield. Very nice, very, very, very nice. Okay, the Huskal, these things are actually insanely good. So yeah, the Huskal shirt and various other things, very nice. Unfortunately, with that auto-resolve, we were unable to capture any ships. So we're not going to have a significant amount of profit this time around, but that's okay. We don't really have to worry about that too much, because all I'm really worried about is getting my medicine skill leveled up. This is actually kind of like the secret to making it so that we can survive a little bit more, because I generally need to make sure that we are not going to die that early on, and medicine skill is the key to that, or at least I'm going to try to make it the key. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to buy a bunch of food right now, a bunch of beer as well, and I just want to try to level up my steward skill quite dramatically. Okay, so we got some Sea Raiders. I'm going to go into the battle this time around. Oh, the Vlandians are wanting to kill us. Okay, well, that's not very nice of them. Okay, let's see if we can... Okay, yeah. Sea Raiders are actually quite fun because they don't seem to run infinitely like the other kind of bandit types, so I actually quite like that. That's it's a nice change. Okay, let's go in. I'd like to get some of the ships captured, if at all possible. I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, we'll see what we can do here. So we got 27 and 42. And what do we have? 217. Okay, well, that's interesting. Alright, so let's just go and engage them. And we've got wind. Okay, this is great. Okay, well, this is going to be really nice and easy then, isn't it? Or it should be really nice and easy, huh? Okay, well, let's try and see what happens. I'm going to remove everyone from using the oars. Because we can use our sail to do the little boosty boost action. And we can basically go wherever we want as long as the wind is behind us. So that's pretty nice. I'm literally just going to stay here. Let's fill the sails right now. Just going to stay around here. Is this actually good? I don't think this is actually good. Wait a minute. Let's get some people on the oars right now. Because I feel like, you know what? Wait a minute. Let me put this guy over here. I need this guy to move away. Yeah, he's gonna be bad, isn't he? I should have told him to skirmish, actually. I should have told him to skirmish. Oh, yeah. That makes more sense. That makes more sense now that I think about it. Oh, well, never mind. Okay. That is not too bad, I guess, as long as we can maybe get over there before all of my people die. Alright, so we're going to try and board this if we can. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I don't really want to cut loose. Oh, dear. Well... yeah, this was a mistake. This was... this was not good. This was not good. Growing pains, you know? Growing pains. We need to kind of learn how to use these Botanians in the best way possible. Let's see if I can jump off here. Okay, I can. I'm not very powerful, just bear that in mind, so I might, in fact, die from this. Wow, okay, never mind. My archers are actually doing a really, really good job, surprisingly enough. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that, actually. That was a decent-ish fight. Not amazing, okay? Because we were literally up against 33 of them, yeah? 33 of them, and we ended up losing massive amounts of troops. We did get a lot of level ups, which I gotta say I very much appreciate. Obviously, the fact that we are getting a lot of medicine skill as well is always good. Once I get to 75... that's when things are going to start getting crazy. We also got a longship as well. That's amazing. Okay, that's really, really nice. So I can actually exchange the light longships now for the proper regular-sized longship. So that's going to be pretty amazing because that means that we're going to have even more space. We're going to have even more space. Ah, look at that. We got to 75. Now I can get Dr. Zoth, the MVP of this. Oh, yes. The MVP is going to be insanely, insanely strong right now. Okay, so let's just see here. Did I level up? No, I didn't. We do have this, though. Let's have a look. What are we going to go? Paid in promise, obviously. And then we're just going to repair all of these ships, even though it's not really going to get me that much. It is going to get me some experience and things like that for bosun skill, but nothing to really write home about. So we are getting 4,200 once again. We can now sell every single little bit of loot that these guys had, because apparently they had just raided someone or something like that, which is actually quite funny. And now we can go over here and manage the fleet. So what do we want to do? Well, what we want to try to see here is whether I can adequately field the longship, because this has a skeletal crew of 22, this has a skeletal crew of 18, so 40 is total there. I think we should probably be able to do it. So let's sell the light longships here. There we go. And we're going to be... we're going to get 13,500 for this, which is pretty nice, if I do say so myself. And we do have a capacity of 114. Now, bear in mind that when we do eventually level our clan tier, which will be soon, I think, we will be quite soon, we are going to need additional capacity. So that means that, yeah, I think this is worth it. I think this is good. So let's have a look. Are we over? No, we're actually doing fine. We're not actually moving slowly or anything like that, so I'm pretty happy with this. Now, I do need to check. Okay, yeah, no, we are... Yeah, no. I think we're actually needing to go back to Botanian territory again. I know. Not exactly great, but kind of something that we might need to do just at the moment. I don't have the ability to really do anything in here, unfortunately. I'm going to just sell the prisoners here, just to make sure they're not slowing us down that dramatically. And then we are going to have to go back to Botanian territory. I will have to... Oh, we're actually at war against the Sturgians as well? Okay, that's quite surprising. We might actually need to go and fight some people, you know, fight some vassals or something like that. But yeah, as you see, we are now leveling our steward skill a bit more too, which I very much appreciate. I think I would like to level that up a bit more as well. I really want to get veterans respect, if at all possible. I think that might be really, really strong later on, but maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of a little bit in two minds about what I really should do with our current character build, because I kind of knew what I wanted to do early on, and we've already done it. But now, as we're getting into sort of the later stages of the early game and going a little bit closer to the mid game here, I'm not entirely sure. It's a bit of a troublesome spot, because on the one hand, I feel like it would be really, really good for us to get more steward skill, which obviously does provide us with a significant amount of, you guessed it, party capacity. Obviously party capacity is very, very useful, especially in this case. I think what we should probably do here is we're going to do this. We're going to go for a nice little skirmish. We're going to tell them to skirmish, and that's it. We're just going to skirmish, and we're also going to skirmish, and we're going to be very, very happy and very pleased about doing that, because when we skirmish, it's fundamentally just in our nature. It's in the Botanian nature to skirmish, because they have ranged troops. Obviously, I do have a bunch of random Nords and Azerai people with me right now, which I really don't want, which I am going to get rid of as soon as I get to the Botanian place. I was actually wanting to swap them out a little bit earlier, but I couldn't obviously do that because we're not allied with the Nords, and you can't donate anything to someone that you're neutral with. So yeah, otherwise, let's go and just do this. And we're just going to go around them. They only have 9 in those ones, so we shouldn't have too many issues. Hopefully my guy is going to skirmish quite dramatically here, instead of just being an absolute imbecile and charging straight on in. Yes, this is exactly what we want. We want these guys to turn around like so, and we want them to try and attack us if at all possible, instead of attacking our other fellow over there. It would be nice if they attacked us, because I'm obviously on this ship, and I think we should be in a great position. Okay, yeah, I think what we're going to do now is we're going to get off. No, I don't want to open the sails. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons because I haven't done naval combat for so long. Okay, so yeah, otherwise, I think we should be fine here. All we need to do is just chill. I'm just going to chill here. My forces should have a pretty easy time of things. As you can see, the enemy is kind of like, oh, what do we do? So it's quite funny. Maybe are they going to just kill each other? It seems like they're killing each other right now, which is perfectly fine with me. This is quite funny. All right, so are they actually going to come over here? Or are they just going to get murdered? It feels like they're just getting murdered right now, as you can see. This is so funny. I'm actually surprised that they're allowing us to do this, to be honest, because all they need to do is just commit to a particular decision, and then they'll probably be able to murder us quite easily. Nice. That's some good damage right there. Yes. Yes, very nice. Get me some more of that. Thank you very much. Get me some more one-handed skill. And the funny thing about using ranged troops in naval combat is that whenever enemies try to murder you, especially ones with shields, they're lowering their shield, and as soon as they lower their shield, the enemy just gets absolutely shredded by your arrows. And that's exactly what has happened just there. Did you see that? These guys were all attempting to swing at me, and as soon as they did, my guys were like, oh, yep, headshot, 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 and it's just fantastic. Really, look at that. That was so much better than what we've done beforehand. It just goes to show, just getting a bit used to how things work really make a big difference in comparison to how it was before, because I was a little bit unsure how to really use ranged troops in these battles. Because yes, I have used ranged troops beforehand very effectively, but they're a little bit more difficult to use than the, you know, infantry, because obviously you're gonna, with infantry, you're just gonna charge in, you're just gonna throw all caution to the wind, you don't really care what happens. But when it comes to the ranged troops, you cannot put them into a battle too easily. You know, you can't put them in there and be like, oh yeah, that's absolutely fine. We don't want them to go into melee. Alright, so let's sell everything. 4,200 once again. We do seem to get about 4,200 every single time we do a battle against the Nords, against the Sea Raiders, shall we say. And that's really nice. Obviously, the main reasons why we're doing this, of course, is because we want to get as much influence as possible, as well as much renown as possible. And I feel like that does make a pretty significant difference here. We're going to get rid of the Nords here, get rid of the Azerai, and we are then going to, yeah, we have 57, which is not exactly great. So we are going to be going and getting some more people. Let's have a look. What else do we have here? What is this? Tell your men that they have all earned the right to your esteem, and break out an extra ration of grapes to show your appreciation. Yes, why not? I mean, that doesn't really make any difference to me on a significant fashion, but... Oh, hello. I'm going to fight all of these guys. What are they doing? How dare you? How dare you attack my villagers? I mean, they're not even my villagers, but, you know, still. I don't really want them to attack the Britannians. Oh, there's a massive army over there. Massive army of Vlandians, I believe. Yes, a massive army of Vlandians. Not a particularly big fan of that. They've actually taken Flintholk Castle, which is not great, because Flintholk Castle is literally where I recruit noble troops from, which is amusing. Oh dear, I kind of wish they weren't raiding our own villages. That's not exactly great. As you can see, we've now reached clan tier 3. That's wonderful. Alright, so this means even better things have now opened up to us, right? So what we now have is we now have a maximum party capacity of 130, if you can believe it. And that means, oh, you know what that means. That means we're going to have to recruit even more people. And we're going to have to get these guys. Maybe I should just recruit everyone instead of just noble troops. I'm actually not entirely sure right there. Sometimes it's a good idea to just get regular troops too, because then you can, well, especially when it comes to the Britannians, you can get some marine troops or some mariner troops. That would probably be really good. Okay, so I've actually now just encountered our very first vassal. Now, you may be thinking, oh, I'm excited, it's a vassal battle. Yeah, I know. I'm also kind of excited, but the unfortunate thing is this vassal isn't that strong. So we are probably going to be seeing him die very easily, and that's not going to be particularly riveting, but I'm going to go for another point in Steward here. I do want to try to continue leveling that up. And we are also going to be going for probably Heroic Leader here, to be honest. Probably Heroic Leader. I think that sounds like the best possible course of action for the moment. And we're going to be going for Giving Hands. I think that's nice. And there we have it. Okay. Yeah, so as you can see, he only has 20 troops, but I believe his troops, or his composition at the very least, are actually quite dangerous. Otherwise, he would not have as much of a chunk of the combat strength bar that he does. So it is definitely going to be, yeah, he has a bunch of banner knights, as you can see, and he even has some higher tier troops across the board otherwise. So it's going to be kind of dangerous for us, potentially, especially considering we are primarily ranged. I am using only ranged troops, as you could quite clearly tell. And indeed, I do have quite a few low tier ones still. But thankfully, due to a number of passive experience generation, as well as me going in and fighting a bunch of bandits randomly all the time, we are leveling them up decently. I wouldn't say they're leveling up super fast or anything like that, but definitely being okay, you know, alright. They're not staying at tier 2 for an extended period of time or anything like that, so yeah, not too bad. Let's just get our forces over here if we can. Oh, and I'm obviously getting shot in the face. That's great. Okay. Yeah, almost could have literally died there, I think. If I had a worse helmet, I would have died very fast, even though my helmet isn't actually that good, but I can imagine what it would be like if I was still wearing my other one, because I had a I had one with like 8 or something, 8 protection or something like that. Okay, let's do some damage. Nice. Oh, that was an instant kill against a Vlandian Banner Knight with only 70 skill points in polearms. Okay, well, that's pretty cool, considering the fact that, yeah, we actually did manage to hit him in the face too. Pretty cool. I like it. Maybe we could do a little bit more damage here as well. Yeah, we're actually leveling up nicely too. These guys are attempting to get close to our archers. That's not really going to work, sir. It's not really going to work. We just have way too much damage. Way too much damage output for them to really sustain that with any number of shields. And there you go. That's it. Instant victory right there. And look at that. 8. We got 8 influence. We got 8 influence for this guy. He's 18. He's only 18 years old. Okay, do we want to execute him? Do we want to execute him? I think we're probably not going to execute, even though I feel like, I'm not sure. I mean, no, I think I probably shouldn't execute. It doesn't really seem to make that much of a difference if we execute. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to let him go. Because if we let him go, we're going to gain a significant amount of charm skill, which obviously is in turn going to be getting us experience, going to get us more levels, going to get us more focus points, and so on. I think that makes the most sense. So I think that's probably what we'll do. There we go, 11 skill points in charm, and we're also rescuing that guy, which was actually pretty nice. And we can also rescue some of these rescued troops. I'm not sure if I really want these guys, actually. Yeah, because yeah, that's a little bit worrying, to be honest. I don't really want these. I don't really want the Oathsworn that badly. I guess I could take them and then just donate them or something like that, but I'm not a terribly big fan. Good amounts of troops to take prisoner, though. We can actually get those guys and put them into the nearby garrison and actually get a significant amount from that. It's going to be pretty cool for that. Let's go and get some more gloves. Very nice. Let's get a nice little banner there as well. And I don't think there's anything else here for us. No, I don't think there is. Okay, so that's absolutely fine. Now we can go straight on into Pencannock, which is right next door, which is quite funny. And now we can maybe do a little bit of selling. Yes, a little bit of selling right here. Okay, so look at that. 4,600. Wow, 7,300 instantly. We've got a very nice amount of food right now, so I don't really think I need to do that much in regards to this. I do need to purchase a workshop. I need to purchase another workshop, so let me actually just see here real quick. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Oh, I purchased a workshop in a Vland. Oh, I'm an idiot. Yes, I'm an idiot. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, I guess it's not that bad, but yeah, it would have been a good idea for me not to do that. Oh, well. Okay, so wait a second. Am I correct in thinking that these guys don't have a place to create any kind of clay manufacturing kind of thing? Oh, Dunglanis. I should probably go over to Dunglanis then. Okay, I'll go over to Dunglanis and I'll purchase a workshop here because no doubt they have a pottery or something. Yes. Do we actually? Yeah, there's a pottery shop right there. Okay, so yeah, we will do that. I wish to buy a pottery shop for 22,000. There you go. Okay, so now we have 3. I wanted to get 4, obviously, but unfortunately, as fate would have it, yeah, the Vlandians declared war on us, and obviously that put paid to that, didn't it? Okay, well, let's get some more thrusting damage with our polearms. Let's increase our relation game with the same gender. And I think we can probably sell our prisoners. Yeah, as you can see, sell those for 1,100. Technically, I could have donated them. I'm not sure whether the donation would have actually been somewhat good or somewhat bad. So maybe it would have been a nice idea to do that, but I don't know. Not a terribly big fan of it, to be honest. Okay, should I just leave all of these? Yeah, we'll just leave all of those. Okay, so we are now going to go and actually see what is happening. Okay, so Flinthall Castle's under siege, Dromore Castle's under siege, and obviously the Sturgians are at war against us. Utherlame Castle is also under siege. These are massive armies, so highly unlikely we're going to be able to do anything there. However, we might be able to do something over here, because this is where our allied armies are, and we might have... They're taking back Flinthall Castle. It should be really easy for them to do that. Yes, as you can see, they took it back. This is exactly the reason why I don't understand the AI sometimes, because they literally just raided these 2 villages. And that doesn't really do much. They just raided their own villages, basically. So, yeah, not very useful. They are taking Drumore Castle here. Oh, they are actually entering. Oh. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, this is very interesting. Okay, I guess I'm actually going to go in here. Yeah, we're going to go in here. This is... Okay. I wasn't expecting anything like this, that's for sure. I was thinking to myself, yeah, we're never going to get into any large battles. Not this early on, at least. But, you know, later on, yeah, definitely. But this time, yeah, no, I wouldn't have expected it. Okay, so, whoa, this is a nice battlefield. I got to say, I actually really like this. Very nice and green. Very nice and clear as well. You can actually see things. And I quite like that. Okay, so let's actually just see what I can do here. Yeah, my forces, or shall we say the Britannian forces, are doing a fantastic job of commanding their troops. I'm actually surprised about that, because usually they're... Well, I mean, you know, you know the AI. Usually the AI is really weird, sometimes, about their commanding of forces. Maybe we can actually murder this guy. Maybe. Or not, as the case may be. Yeah, decent, but not good enough. Okay, where are my forces? My forces are over here. Let's try and see if we can... Can we actually get into the battle, guys? Come on now. We need to actually get into the battle, because otherwise we are going to be too late, and we're not going to contribute at all, and it's going to be very sad. Okay, some decent-ish damage. I need to get the guards perk. I need to get the guards perk in the polearm tree. That would be fantastic, because basically if you get a headshot with that, you're probably going to end up killing something. But now I don't really have that much damage, unfortunately. Even if I do get a headshot, it depends on the enemy's equipment, of course. But most of the time, if you're attempting to attack a Vlandian cavalryman, they mostly have pretty decent armor, so it's kind of difficult to eliminate them in one shot, as you can see right there. Obviously, I don't think I hit that guy in the head, but if I did, well, I did barely any damage. So, not great, but yeah, it's obviously fine. Let's actually just tell our forces to charge in here, see if I can maybe do some damage to that guy. Yeah, I have barely gotten any kills. I think I've gotten no kills whatsoever, actually. Have I? Yeah, I've gotten one kill. One kill, really? Okay. That's not really what I'm looking for, Byron. That's not really what I'm looking for. Can you actually do something? There we go. Okay, there's a kill. Unfortunately, against something a little bit lower tier. I guess that's what I have to do. Because, well, I'm lower tier, right? I'm lower tier, so I kind of have to do lower tier enemies. Nice. Okay, that's good. That's good. And as you can see, my medicine skill is leveling up dramatically faster than it was beforehand. And that is purely because of Doctor's Oath. Yeah, and I think we're fine here now. I think we're fine here. I would like to contribute a little bit more so that I get more loot. Because contributions dramatically increase your loot and the split of what you get. Unfortunately, it is unlikely I'm going to be able to really generate that much of a contribution right now. That was a decent-ish kill, though. I have 97 in polearms. I wouldn't mind getting 100, but highly unlikely now that they have reached the end of the battlefield. All right. Yeah, they're just going to get out of there. Thankfully, we didn't lose anyone. I got 4%. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was talking about. We did get 3.1 renown, though. 3.1 renown is actually not even entirely bad. I actually think that's pretty decent, considering... yeah, considering I didn't really do much, but we would have gained a huge amount more if I'd just been a little bit better at it. But yeah, obviously my polearm skill is not exactly great. We did manage to defend the castle, though, which is quite nice. So let's go into Vlandian territory now, see if we can... Oh, hello. He's too fast. Yeah, there's no way. Sometimes these guys are going to be way too quick on their feet, and I don't really have that many horses to increase my overall speed. Actually, speaking of that, I should probably go, now that I have a bunch of cash, we should probably go to a... Yeah, let's go over to Glentor. Glentor has a bunch of horses available for sale. Let's go in here and fight these deserters. And now what I'm going to do here, and this is going to be something that may be a really, really bad idea, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to auto-resolve this, and the main reason why I want to do that is purely for medicine skill. We also probably want to... wounded troops in the party are no longer paid wages. I don't really care about that much. I wouldn't... plus 25% influence gain. That's not really that good either. I mean, it's okay if you're donating a huge amount of troops, but we're not really doing that. I guess I'll just go for the 8-core one. Okay, so auto-resolve that. Boom. Look at the medicine skill. Do you see that? You see the medicine skill right there? That's exactly what I was talking about. That's the reason why I say 100% every single time. Look at this. Look at that. It leveled all the way from 92 to 109 in one battle. Yes. One battle. Insanely good. We are going to be probably taking best medicine because a plus 15% healing rate while party morale is above 70%. I think that sounds pretty cool. We're going to do that. And I believe I already have that healing rate. Don't I? Where's my healing rate? How do I see the healing rate right now? Is there no way for me? There is a way for me to see the healing rate, but for some reason I can't see that right now. Is it because I'm damaged? Well, not damaged, shall we say, in this case? Maybe that is the case. Okay, well, whatever the case, let's do this. And I'll say case many more times. And we'll otherwise sell this. Yeah, we'll sell all of that. Sell all of that, 5,300. We do have another... Ooh, another horse. Actually, not bad. Yeah, it's a minor upgrade for us, but decent enough. And we do want to purchase some more horses. Is this having some... Yeah, this has some pretty decent horse prices. Kind of. Not amazing, but decent enough. As you can see, we did gain a little bit of extra speed there. Okay, what do we have here? What do we have? Okay, gain 5 renown. That's probably what I'm going to do. You strike up a conversation with a trader in town who is desperate for news of the wars. When you tell him about the looting of Pendrake, he makes a proposition. The price of grain will almost certainly rise, and he intends to buy up food now to sell it later when the hunger hits. He needs money, and he will sell you wine at far below the market value, 1,000 dinars. He also asks you to keep this information to yourself. Alright, so we can denounce him angrily, if we so desire, or we can get 11 amphorae of wine. I think I'm going to say yes to this, because wine is actually really good to sell in a variety of nearby towns. And we're spending... How much did I spend? Was that 1,000? No, it was only 500. It was actually only 500. I don't know why it was only 500 this time. But yeah, so he gave me 11 bits of wine. And I can probably sell this for a very significant amount. If I just find the correct place to sell it, we could probably get much more than 500. We can probably get maybe about 1,200 or something like that for wine. I think that's probably going to be pretty nice. Yeah, I mean, you can see here, look at this. I can sell this wine for 116 right here, and look at what we've already gotten. Look at this. See? Almost 1,200. That's quite funny. All right, so there you go. Very nice. Not bad, not bad. Let's actually sell some of this fish while I can as well. And I do have 30,000 now. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to make our way over to... Where do I have my workshops? I need to see where my workshops are. Okay, so Dunglanis. Okay. Pencannock. Let's go over to Pencannock and actually buy something there. Now the question is... What do I actually want to buy? Ah, yes, this is perfect. Okay. Trade-bound settlement, trade-bound settlement. A brewery would be really good. A wine press? There are no grapes around here. Why does this guy have a wine press? That's kind of weird. Alright. I mean, obviously I can... Okay, look, here's the thing. I can change the production of a particular... You know... a particular workshop. I can actually do that if we want to, but the thing is, I always think that the AI has a reason why they do a certain thing. So for example, as you can see right here, I could literally do a pottery shop here, and we'd make a lot of money from that, I think. I think we'd make a lot of money from that in comparison to the brewery. Because if we take a look at the brewery right now, where are the grain villages? Here and here. One is... in Pencannock. Let's actually just see the trade screen real fast. Loads of grain. Okay, fine. Let's keep it, okay? We'll keep it as the brewery, and we'll see whether that makes a difference. Maybe it's going to be good. I don't know. We'll see whether that's actually going to provide us with any kind of benefit. because we already have 2 pottery shops, you see, and they're doing pretty well, as you see there. So I'm actually thinking that maybe we just want to double down on that and just continue to go for it. I don't know. Yeah, so we're having a bit of defeat against the Vlandians once again, as you can see, which is obviously not exactly great, but, you know, that's how things are going to go right here. Oh, hello. Are you going to lose? Yes. They are going to lose this. Unfortunate. I would like to go into a battle against some of these guys. Prindor died! Wow, I'm actually surprised about that. Okay. Certainly wasn't expecting it. Okay, so Britannian Fian Champions. We've got 16 of these guys. I'd like to try and level those up a lot more. Try to get more of those at least. Okay, let's see if we can maybe get some of these vassals. Yeah, so they obviously want to try to murder me pretty badly. Are they moving faster than I am? Yes, actually they are moving faster than me. How are they moving faster than me? Okay, that's kind of bad. Oh dear. Alright. They've... Oh, there's Mengus. Are you serious, sir? Ah. Okay, so they have 188 versus our 102. This actually shouldn't be that bad. Technically, I think this should be absolutely fine. If we can maximize our ranged troops and we can take advantage of the battlefield... Oh, yeah, this is perfect. Okay, yeah, this is really, really good. These guys are going to be hyper-aggressive as well. I'm almost 100% certain they will be attempting to charge at us almost instantly. So what we'll do is we'll go like this. I'm thinking we'll probably try... Either we're going to try to get onto the hill or we're going to hide behind the hill and just maximize our kill box. What do we want to do? Probably get up here, right? Yeah, let's probably get up here. Let's do a little bit of a hold fire position thing. Okay, so it has just dawned on me now that we don't actually have a clear line of sight to most of the enemies. So what I'm actually going to do is we're going to have to tell our forces to just fire straight away. We cannot wait for any length of time. We just have to make sure that these guys know exactly who they're dealing with. We need to make sure that they are going to get scared, frightened, any number of other emotional states. And, well, oh, that was a nice shot right there. Very good. Okay, I like this. I like this. Okay, can we do a little bit more? These guys all have shields. We're actually not doing... Oh, the javelins! The javelins are doing massive damage to me right now. That's not very nice of them, but yeah, I can't really do much about that. I can't really do anything about that. Oh dear. This is problematic. This is problematic. Maybe we can achieve victory here just from them running around randomly. Nice damage. Okay. Okay. Actually, not even going terribly right now. Massive amounts of medicine skill. All right. I think we're okay. I think we're actually... No! I did not want to die there. There we go. Yeah, that's gonna be us getting taken prisoner, unfortunately. Alright. Yeah, that is gonna be us getting taken prisoner, but that's okay. As I said, it is all absolutely fine. That was obviously a mistake on my part for not having enough horses to be able to get away from that situation. But as I've said, this is not a problem. This is not a problem in any way, shape, or form. Stop. Hilariously enough, this guy wants to, for some reason, attack us. I will just surrender again. There is no reason for me not to. This is actually quite funny, because here's the thing. Look at this. Look at what I'm doing right now. Look at what's happening. I'm making 4 renown every single day. I'm making 4 renown every single day without doing anything. I'm making 2,300 in cash. I can accept the offer and we can just leave. And that's obviously fine. We've got our Battanians coming over there as well. And I can very easily get back on my feet. I don't have to worry too much about this at all, because look at this. I can literally just immediately recruit these guys and then start again. Now, what do I actually have? I don't have that many horses, unfortunately. So I will have to go and see what I can do about that. But thankfully, because we've been doing such a good job of generating enough relation, so much relation in and amongst our little friends here, Look at what we've got going on now. I have 54 people already. The Nords are declaring war against the Britannians as well. So it feels to me like the Britannians are getting absolutely clobbered. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that, but yeah, they do seem to be. Tell the men to help themselves, get some renown, or shall we say morale for that. And we're just going to continue going. We're going to go down here. I believe this is a nice highborn recruiter area. And we can just do that. There we have it. Okay, so immediately, look at that. I'm back up to 109. Obviously, my army composition, or shall we say army strength, is terrible. We basically have no... basically have no strength whatsoever. It's pretty much just a bunch of recruits. But that doesn't matter. Like I said, look at our medicine skill. My medicine skill just skyrocketed from this particular battle. And while it was a defeat, that doesn't matter because look at what we have here. This is crazy good. We're going to go for veterinarian here. And we're probably... not sure if I really need to go for any more steward skill. I don't know whether we really need it. I wouldn't mind getting more... Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting more polearm skill, getting more riding skill. Do I need more riding skill? Or yeah, I think riding skill is probably going to be the way to go here. Let's go for some more riding skill. But yeah, this is entirely the reason why I have consistently said, if you get defeated, it's actually not a problem, okay? It's actually not a problem, because if you get defeated, all that means is that you have learned stuff. Yes, you've learned things. You've learned that, in general, even if these guys were gonna be... I mean, even if they're minor factions, they can still pack a punch. Because I was thinking maybe we could achieve victory if we had an opportunity to get some really, really nice... you know, height advantage or something like that. But generally, obviously, that didn't seem to work out in our favor, which is unfortunate, but that's okay, because we gained a huge amount of medicine skill. That's kind of the whole deal here at this point. You know, gaining medicine skill is my main goal, like I said. It's extremely important that we do that. And look at that, I'm back up to 130, and now all we need to do is just consistently fight things. And I'm going to be going over to... I'm going to go over to the Glentor village in just a second. Look at how easy it is to actually level these guys up. It's really, really fast. Obviously, I am going a little bit more in the route of... I'm steering a bit more away from archers only, and we're going to go for a hybrid of skirmishes and archers. I think that's probably going to make the most sense. Let's go for some horses here. I'm going to spend quite a lot on this, because I feel as though we were really, really slow to get away from those guys beforehand. And I'm not a big fan of that. We're getting another defeat. Obviously, that doesn't really affect me that much, which is obviously fine. Yeah, we're getting a little bit unlucky here as well. But yeah, anyway, kind of unfortunate that we had that defeat, but it's not really... actually going to impact us that much at all. Thankfully, we did not die or anything like that. Obviously, that would mark the end of the series, but there we are now, age 28. So it has been 8 years since we've started. 8 years since we started, and we're actually in a pretty decent position, because if you take a look at my stats right now, look at my stats. I've got decent, pretty much everything, you know, everything that actually matters right here, apart from... well, my one-handed skill is pretty terrible, but yeah, other than that, we're actually not doing too badly. We're at clan tier 3. I am going to be getting to clan tier 4 quite quickly. All we need to do is just make sure that we maximize our workshops as much as possible, and also, obviously, do a little bit more fighting on the ocean waves. That's what we'll be probably trying to do in the next episode. Otherwise, we're also going to be fighting some more vassals. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.